Oh, really? Are you sure?
I know there's going to be one question that was already asked, and I'm just letting you all know now. Don't bother asking it because I ain't answering it.
What was the key?
Continue, Matthew.
Okay. What was the key to the second half comeback? I mean, it was fourth quarter. Actually, you were down 1 with 6 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we knew coming in, obviously, how quick they play, how makes and misses they push the ball, and obviously Fox is maybe the quickest, if not one of the top few at pushing the ball. I think we got caught a few times with him pushing it. They got some threes or got in the lane, and I think as the game went on, we got better and better and more comfortable offensively with the switching defense. I think we kind of figured some things out tonight that we probably haven't. I think we played better against the switching defense tonight than we have in a few other games this year. Made some shots. Guys shot with confidence. We got in the paint. Guys had eyes out. We were able to, obviously, making shots helps. But yeah, we were able to make the play that stands out to me a little bit is that, like, Rudy getting his hand on that pocket pass, and we were making plays like that towards the end, which we weren't in the first half. So, yeah, good second half. I think Coach said we held them to 23 and 22 or 24 or something in the last quarter. So it's obviously a good defensive effort.
Eric Walden, HBN.
So, Joe, we were told that the Kings said something to you to get you fired up.
No comment.
That's the one that you didn't want to answer?
Well done.
All right.
You get the golden ticket.
Ben Anderson, KSLSports.com.
So, Joe, why does trash talking help you and get you going? Because a lot of guys honestly see.
Well, I see what you're doing there.
They see what you're doing there.
It's actually funny. Like, I mean, I've said it before. Like, I never go into a game thinking of talking to anyone. I obviously get in probably more conversations with people than anyone else on our team. But I mean, it's happened a few times. There was one in Detroit, I remember, and then Donovan heard it and it kind of fired Donovan up too, and he went for like 600. There's been different times. There was one here where I blew a kiss at the kid who's, I think that was against Detroit too, actually, where Blake was coming up. Like, just little things. I honestly, like, deep down inside, I think it's really funny. Like, it's more of a kind of funny comedy thing to me, but yeah, obviously it lights something up in me that it makes the game fun. I don't really know how else to answer it, to be honest. Sorry.
Andy Larson, HBN.
So Quinn was kind of talking about how you guys were stagnant a little bit with the ball movement against them switching 1 through 5, and then you come into the game and kind of change that a little bit. How do you change that and kind of get the blender going again?
Well, when you can't really blow by anyone one-on-one, there's no point me holding the ball for too long. So Quinn nicely a couple of years ago had a conversation with me about getting the switch and then kind of driving at that next guy kind of inside the three-point line a little bit and like pitching it back or trying to get down the lane, but obviously making a play. I mean, it's just kind of, I think I did it a few times early on when we first talked about it, and it, like, Mike or whoever it was like getting a shot from behind, or Donovan, I was about to pitch it and they were able to break the paint again. And it's just always stuck with me. I think it's a good thing for me to do. I don't want to ISO and go between the legs 6 times and shoot a step back. So it's a good thing for me. And I think in the start, we said it in the first time out that we were almost leaving Donovan and Mike out to dry a little bit in that first few minutes with just like ISOing and kind of standing and watching them. Obviously they're good enough to do that if we need them to do it. But I think especially early on, we want to be able to break the paint, get the ball moving. And then that obviously ends up in us getting shots and kind of Rudy on the rim if he's flat or kicking it out for a 3. So, yeah, I just try to kind of, I guess, get that going. As soon as I got in, I saw they were a bit stagnant, and I think we started the game like 0 for 7 or something. Like, we didn't make a shot early except Rudy's free throw. So try to get the ball moving. We were able to do it. And then, like I said, we played well kind of not just from that point, but more in the second half against that switching defense. I think we found some things that we can use going forward that we've haven't in the past that have made us a bit more stagnant than we were tonight.
Sarah Todd, Deseret News.
Joe, it looked like you were there with Don at the end when Fox was kind of jawing at the ref. I guess this is on the other end of the spectrum from trash talking. Is after the game is over, stepping in to keep him from saying something that he might regret. What goes into that kind of a decision?
I just went to tell him good game. To be honest with you, and I saw or heard Donovan saying, like just kind of leave it or whatever. Like obviously there's, from my point of view, like nothing's changing post game. If there was something, we'll get the 2-minute report, or someone gets. I don't know who gets the 2-minute report. Someone gets a 2-minute report. Do we get it? Derek will get our 2-minute report, and but yeah, I mean, there's obviously. I think that's kind of where I only heard a second of it, but just like, what are you going to do really? If you're frustrated at a call or a missed call or a play or whatever it is there's literally nothing at that time. Like at least at halftime you can get teed up and we can get a free throw or something, but at that point there's literally nothing that can happen except probably get fined if you use too bad a language. So yeah, I mean he's a hell of a player. I really like his game, but yeah, I think there was no point in him doing that at the end there, because obviously the game, regardless win or loss, is over.
Last question, Maxime Legorgis, the free agent out of France.
Hi.
I'm not talking about Rudy.
No, okay, not problem. I'm gonna. How do you explain your difficulties to defend the 3.9 in first half?
Our defense on the 3-point line?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the key guy, obviously, that shoots threes with them is Buddy, and I think he's still got a few off tonight. I think they said pre-game he leads the league in 3-point attempts in transition, which is hard to do because most teams are pretty good at getting back in transition. So it's a tough thing to do, and obviously he leads that. So it's something we try to focus on and kind of getting back. And obviously you've got to contain Fox coming downhill, and then you've got to make sure you get out to Buddy if he's kicking it out to him. So yeah, I think we did a good job. I don't know how many. I think he shot like 13. I don't know how many he made, but I think we did a good job of making them tough on every shot that they took. They got a few open ones, but I think for the majority of the game, we were pretty good at either running them off the line or contesting them and making it a tougher shot than what it has to be.
That's all. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, guys.